how are you all doing today? And how is the weather at your end? Welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite show, Coded Daily, where we give you full dosage of happiness back to back. I am Iremofe Koforola, a child always clothed in dignity and honor, and I am your host. As you know, I am always having a king and a queen with me in the studio. Today is no exception because I have a very charming prince, a charming king rather, in the studio, and a beautiful queen. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you, Eumufe. What can I say? I'm so glad I could be here today, and I am intrigued by the fact that you are clothed in dignity and honor.
Thank you, your royal highness.
My name is Eunice Ojo. I write, I sing, I do basically everything God has called me to do.
Oh, that is interesting. You are going to sing for us today before the show ends.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah.
My name is Solomon Oluwashio. I'm a content creator and a fashionista.
The way you said the content creator, I was like, you are fully loaded. And the fashionista, you said, I love your outfit. You
I'm
look
so glad to be here.
so good.
Thanks for having me.
You look so charming, and I must say, you've got a beautiful queen. Today, the topic is, we are going to be talking about something that is very, very, like, so striking.
Okay.
You understand? Many people have talked about it, and should I let the cat out of the bag? Okay.
Right.
Today, the topic is, are women truly weaker versus? Are women truly weaker versus? The way the way you heard
It's
it,
really
the way,
striking.
it's really striking. So, you are a woman.
Yes,
So,
I am.
do you really think, as a woman, you are a weaker vessel to your king?
I'd like to say I'm a lady.
Okay.
Can you affirm that I'm a lady?
Okay, she is a lady.
Okay,
But-
so
So African women don't like when you call them the African lady.
okay.
You know.
Okay. What was that song from Fela? Don't let's go there.
Okay.
So about the topic, if women are weaker vessels, to be quite honest, I have to agree with that. I'm sorry, ladies, I'm doing
Interesting.
this, but
She has to agree. It's not me, but she has to
I
agree.
just have to agree with that.
Okay.
Women are quite more sensitive. We are more sensitive. We tend to be we tend to let that name. People call us the weaker vessels, and we tend to project or live in that way.
I don't say that reality.
Anyway, yeah, we live in that reality. That's the right word.
It is a reality.
We live in that reality,
Okay.
and then we act based on our emotions most times. So whatever happens is what we react based on. Of both genders, we are quick to cry, we are quick to do this and quick to do that, quick to show our anger. So I would say I agree with you on that. Personally, I feel women are truly weaker vessels.
Okay. King Solomon, do you actually agree with what she has said?
Well, for me, I don't agree.
Okay.
I feel ladies are actually emotional, but that doesn't mean you call them weaker vessels. The term weaker vessels, for me, it's a no. For ladies, they actually very emotional, and it affects them a lot. But that doesn't make them weaker vessels. We have women leading in some great organizations,
Yes.
in some great positions,
Yes,
and even
that's
leading
true.
some countries. So the term weaker vessel, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not right.
when you mention some countries now, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf,
Okay.
the president of Liberia, you understand? She's a woman, you understand? And when you talk about some women that have led or that are still leading some big organizations, you have the likes of Ibukun Awushika, and I think she is the first female to become the chairman of First Bank, the first female. So we have other women like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala,
Yes.
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. These are women, and do you know that some of these women do not agree with what you said, that they are
Okay,
weaker
so
vessels?
I think I need to go back to what I said.
Okay.
By the fact that I said I agree that women are weaker vessels does not mean that I'm saying they lack competence or they can't get things done.
Okay.
I'm talking about when it comes to
Emotion.
when it comes to emotions.
Yeah.
That was what I was based on.
Okay.
So when it comes to emotions, we are weak. We tend to quickly show. Like a man can actually contain or take in lots of things, but women, we are quick to break down. It doesn't mean we are not. I have this thing about women having women's back and all
yeah,
that.
women
So I
supporting
know
women.
we are competent. We are a force to reckon with. So I actually don't mean any harm.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for clarifying your statement. So I would want to ask, as okay, just this is just general
Okay.
because of what you said. Do you agree in a way that because men sometimes could be emotional, you get
Yes.
to agree? So do you agree? This is just by the way anyway.
Okay.
Do you agree that men who cry are weaker vessels now? To just put it that way, because of when you say weaker vessels, it's actually it could mean so many things
Yes.
attached to it. So do you as a man believe that a man who cries is a weaker vessel now?
Well, for me, actually, I think it's very rare to find men who cry because most times we learn to hide our emotions inside. We show you the first look, even though we are out inside. But then it depends on what you actually call weaker vessels. But for men that cry, men they might just be the ones that can handle so much.
Yeah.
So if what we're talking about weaker vessel has to do with emotions, then I will go with what you say.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in that sense now, if weaker vessel connotes emotion, you
Yeah.
understand? That means a man can be a weaker vessel in that sense. So
Yeah.
I would also ask, how do you react to situations, you personally, as a lady, how do you react to situations?
Okay, so I quickly want to say something on what
Okay.
you have said. By emotions, we don't only mean cry. So when men cry, by emotions we mean a whole range of things. So when you
yeah.
specify that cry, I believe men also have the right to cry.
Hmm.
We all go through a lot of things, and then if there's a barrier that okay, it is because ladies are this and that, they can cry and men can't cry, I quite don't agree with that. We should live free and fair.
Yes.
So
And I believe personally also that a man can express his emotions. You
Okay,
understand?
without
And I
being
believe
judged.
sometimes men cry in their closets too.
of course,
You understand?
so a man can cry without feeling like, oh, if people see me cry, they're going to feel I'm weak or I'm a lady and all that. So
Yeah, so let's look at gender roles. Okay, you wanted to say
Yeah, I was
something?
going to say something on the question you asked
Okay.
about how you handle emotions
Okay.
when I'm not. For me as a person, I'm used to because of the environment I grew in. I'm used to letting my emotions out through laughter or so.
Okay.
When I'm hot,
Okay.
instead of dwelling on it, I tend to
Just laugh.
I tend to look for a situation around me
Okay.
that would make me just let go of that feeling.
Interesting.
Hardly would I cry, although I can get emotional, but then hardly would I cry. So instead of getting very angry, that's on the other side,
Okay.
I just look for a situation around me
Okay.
that would make me just free my mind through other spaces.
Okay, that's beautiful.
okay,
That's
okay.
beautiful.
For me,
Okay.
I've always been a daddy, mommy's girl, and all that. So, growing up, I grew up with boys, and
Okay.
I'm the last born. So for me, it has always been like whatever she wants. Let's
She
just
gets?
let's just leave her. Let's just do this. and
Isn't
let's
that
just do
so
that.
cute for you?
So it has its ups and downs.
Okay.
While I was growing up, it was cute, but it has its ups and downs now. So I've been used to getting what I want, or most of what I want, and now that I'm grown up and I have to take responsibility for myself, when it gets overwhelming, I cry. I do cry.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no crime in crime.
Of
You
course,
understand?
there isn't.
And I just want to ask, talking about women now, do you think there are gender roles? Let's come to the family now.
Okay.
We have women, we have the men, we have
Okay.
the boys, we have the
Okay.
girls, we have the uncles, we have the aunties in the family now.
Okay.
Do you think there are gender roles or specified
Okay.
gender roles, yes, for both gender in the family?
Okay, I think when we talk about gender roles, that specific gender roles for male or female, I think that was in time past.
Okay.
But the century and dispensation in which we are now
Okay.
does not support what was supported then. So I feel like it is different now. Now men cook, men go to the kitchen like willingly. Men go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Women can go to work and come back.
So
and
why
relax.
the man is at home, he does the cooking, the woman goes to work, right?
And while the man is at work, the woman is at home. She does the cooking.
Okay.
They can share. A man can actually offer to wash as opposed to previous times. So I feel like in this dispensation, for me, there is no specific gender role for.
What's your take on that?
Well, for me, talking about gender roles, I feel, yeah, gender roles still stands because when you talk about upbringing of a child,
Yeah.
you know, it's the much part falls on the woman.
Okay.
The reason being, they have a way of, you know, since
Training
since
up the
yeah,
child.
they have a way of women like ruling with the child
Okay.
more than the father, because for a man, like that's why the environment around you don't allow a man show his emotions
There's
so much,
emotion.
because it's supposed to actually think about
You should be
nurture.
able to just, uh, why do you should be able to be so calculative. Let me use that word. And
Yeah.
yes, when you are calculative, your emotions, you'll be able to control your emotions.
Yes, so for the women, that's why their emotions are actually higher than men. So they are meant to, like, they are the one meant to spend more time, or they tend to spend more time with the
So what
with
you're
the
trying to
child.
say now is that they are not specified gender roles, or they are specified.
No, there are
gender
specified gender roles.
Okay.
I feel the man does much of
friendly
really
for the family.
offending for the family.
Okay.
Although now in this world, the ladies are supportive, but still much falls on the man. And for the lady, for the woman, yeah, she's supposed to fend for the family,
Family.
but then fend for the children, and then take care of the family,
Okay.
like inclusive of the husband and the
And
children.
children. That is very beautiful. That's very. I just have a personal question for you. Can you cook for your wife? If you were married, would you have loved to cook for your wife?
Oh yes, sure, I can cook for my wife. Sure, I will.
Wow, that is interesting. That is very interesting.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So this is getting more and more interesting. I'm quite sure you are really enjoying this episode of Coded Daily, where we are talking about if truly women are weaker vessels. We are going to go on a short musical break. We will be right back. Go nowhere. Welcome back, guys. It's still your favorite show, Coded Daily, and today we are talking about if women are truly weaker vessels. So, moving on and taking us further, I would like to begin with you, Seun. How would you want to raise your female children? By the time you start having kids, how would you want to raise your female children?
Well, because of the society we find ourselves in now, unlike what we used to have in those days, where the father goes to work, the mother stays
Yes.
at home, I would want to raise my female child to be able to stand on her own, to be able to fend for herself, and to be able to stand in the society and be someone to reckon with. She doesn't have to look for a man before she can
Yes,
stand.
She can stand.
Yeah,
right.
I would like to raise up my child to be able to fight for herself anywhere she finds herself. Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I would not want to ask you how you would want to raise your female child.
I love
By
to
the way, you
answer.
said child. I plan on having just one female
Oh,
child.
yeah.
Oh well, I don't mean that, but then probably just two kids. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
A
So,
boy and a girl, or two
yeah.
girls.
Anyone
Okay.
that want children.
Okay, so how would you want to raise your? Though we are talking about women, ladies, girls now,
Okay.
but everything works hand in hand. The way you raise up your son also matters.
Okay.
You understand? Because they become boys, they become
Men.
men tomorrow. They hold leadership positions.
Okay.
You understand? So how would you want to train up your son?
Wow, I would train up my son in a way that he gets to respect women. I think respect bets a lot of things.
Yes,
Respect
it
bets
does.
love.
Hmm.
It bets so much that I can't begin to talk about. So I would inculcate in my son that he has to. I am his mother. I am a woman. I am female, and if I could like bet him and raise him with respect, I see no reason why he shouldn't treat every female that comes his way with respect also.
That's so beautiful. I'm really enjoying myself sincerely. Okay, there's always saying if you go to any event, let me
Okay.
just any event generally,
Okay.
and probably the MC comes up, he wants to kickstart the occasion. You can just say, "Ladies and gentlemen." But I believe why is always gentlemen? Can't it be gentle ladies and men? So, do you think ladies are actually gentle? Is it because they are not gentle? That's why they don't start with gentle ladies and men.
Okay, the fact that it is ladies and gentlemen
Gentlemen.
does not mean men are gentle. I know some of you men can also testify to that.
Well, I
But-
don't know. I can't testify. I don't know if King Solomon will be able to testify to
Anyway, I know some of the men at home can testify to
that.
this, but I believe whether gentle or not, whoever we are has a role to play in us delivering our purpose. If you are to be a preacher, or it depends on your calling,
Or your
you
calling.
can't be you can't want to impact life and be an introvert. Even if you are, you have to be
You
able
just have
to
to
manage
be able to
yourself
shake yourself,
to
you know,
influence people positively.
Yes,
So
yes.
it depends on the kind of role you're playing. And if you are more like an IT or a turkey person,
Okay.
yeah, you're allowed to be introvert. You communicate with the system
If
most
even
of the time.
your being introvert or being extrovert does not mean you cannot impact lives or touch people.
Of course,
You
but it
understand?
depends on what you're doing. So whatever you are, be it gentle or not, it has a role to play in who you are and who you are to be.
Well, I believe personally that a gentleman is a man that is well groomed and well cultured. So we are still talking about girls, ladies, women generally. Understand? What would you say as regards child abuse? Now, girl child abuse, because you understand that sometimes while children are growing up, their parents, especially fathers, are nowhere to be found. So the mother has to be the one to go about the hustling and the bustling of life. So she has so many responsibility, and at the end of the day, the child is exposed. The girl child now is exposed to so many dangerous things. Do you understand? So, Seun, what would you have to say about training up a girl child without being exposed to child abuse?
Well, for me, that topic you just mentioned has always been a talk to, something to reckon with. Like, it's always very, very annoying when you see cases of people being raped.
Especially
people
children,
being-
underage children,
it's
rather.
always painful.
Yeah.
I have a younger sister, and maybe around my younger sister, you think like I might actually be angry with her now, but then the next minute, if anyone from outside does anything,
Tries to mess
yeah,
up.
man, the way I behave, you would be surprised if you just fall now. Because for me, I like ladies are actually beautiful and
Definitely.
and they're gorgeous. So they are fragile also, and they're meant to be taken care of. But when you see men that mishandle ladies or maltreat ladies, it tends to, for me, I think it's probably as a result of how they grew up or the environment they grew up in. Because looking at something as fragile and as beautiful as that, they are not supposed to be maltreated. So for a guy or a man, because you hear cases of old men and raping on girls, children,
It's
like,
so ridiculous. So
like,
ridiculous.
there is no amount of the emotion a man feels in. You're supposed to be. That's why.
Protective. You should
like,
even guard and guide.
If you
Yeah,
have something
girl child.
precious at home, you
Girl
should know
children
how to
rather.
treat all that precious things. For me, it's always so painful when I see such things. But then, I feel we should have some sort of training or some sort
Sense
of
of orientation.
simple orientation for our
Yes.
ladies to be able to actually guide themselves.
Yes.
And then we need them to also be cautious of the environment they work in, where they go to, and the kind of people they work with. Because at
yes.
times, I wouldn't, I can never justify it, but at times the kind of environment some
You
ladies
are
work
exposed
in,
to.
yeah, actually affects or causes some reason why they get raped.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But one of the movies I enjoy so much that I love is a movie by Stephanie Linus that is Dry. I don't know if you've seen Dry. Yeah, so Dry talk about the girl child being exposed to child marriage, being exposed to rape, being exposed to so many menace that are sitting deep in our society.
She
So,
herself witnessed rape when she was
Yeah, young
from
and-
her uncle.
yes, she witnessed rape from her uncle. She was maltreated. She got exposed to prostitution and so many things. So what do you have to say about girl child marriage? Since we are talking about girls now, when you say is it true that women are is it truly true that women are weaker vessels? Permit me to use it that way. Truly true. You understand? We are talking about girls inclusive. Girls aunties,
Of course.
anybody that's human. So do you really think? What do you really think about girl-child marriage?
Girl child marriage is not fair enough. A girl should be given a choice to grow, to learn, and at her own time, and willingness to choose who she wants to be with. Um, I think we are doing a lot of damage to a girl child when you push her out at an age when she's not supposed to be.
Yes.
The future, you've taken the future of that child from her. It only takes the grace of God to correct this, and I think sensitization on the society, because
Yes.
I think it is the society that has failed us.
Yes, primarily I would say the family has failed us, because what makes up the society is the
Yes,
family.
okay.
So we are who we are as a result of our exposure, our trainings while
Okay.
growing up.
Okay.
You understand? The
Yeah.
first contact we have is with your mother.
Mother.
So that's why I believe mothers are so precious in a way. They are so lovely. You understand? Because like Seun stated earlier, the training of a child really matters on how much love, affection both parents
Yes, of course.
give the
child
child,
is
but
shown.
most especially mothers. Sometimes when you see people that don't have the motherly care, you understand, they turn probably wayward.
Actually, I've seen people that don't have the motherly care. They got the fatherly care. Their father acted like the mother,
Okay.
and they still came out fine.
Wow, that's
So
beautiful.
I'd like to give some kudos to the
I
men
was
too.
even going
Okay.
to say something concerning what you said earlier. Like it saddens me to know that some part of this country actually still supports those girl-child marriage, because like for me, I just feel they deserve some respect, and you need to, you don't just have to treat a girl child like she is a weaker vessel. Yeah,
Yes.
just generally, like ladies are not weak. They are also,
They have the minds of their
yeah.
own.
Although because they show their emotions doesn't mean they
Yes.
are weak. They can
Yes,
they
that's
can make
true.
decisions, and they should be allowed to
To
make
make decisions.
decisions. Yeah.
And it's so beautiful when you see women in it's so beautiful when you see women and the high positions. You
Yeah.
understand?
Prominent
And they are
roles.
doing so
Perfect.
well. When I said our general manager then, she was a woman, and she was so vibrant, so brilliant, and beautiful.
We do exploit.
So yes, both gender do exploits,
Of
but when you
course.
see women that are doing so well,
Yeah.
it's makes
They
it
need to be encouraged.
so.
Yeah, even because of the
So-
environment, when they do that, you are actually very
Yes,
happy.
you understand. When you see women doing a lot of things in society, trying to change the norms, trying to
Okay.
make things get better,
Okay.
trying to let people see the right things
Trying
at
to
the right time.
influence
Yes,
positively.
I love that word. Trying to influence people positively. It makes you feel cool. It makes you feel elated
Okay.
that yes, women truly can do this. So when you talk about women being weaker vessels, it's not a matter of in the strength.
Of course.
You understand? Because
And when it even comes to strength, some women are stronger than men.
Mm.
Let me take on
Okay.
Shell for you.
Are you serious?
So-
Are you permitting me to do that?
Well,
You want me?
No,
let's
Can
do
you
it.
do
No.
this?
What?
Are you
Okay,
ready?
Oh,
that
no,
this
no.
so beautiful.
You see?
No.
Did you witness
No, you
that?
should have waited for him to. You just before you could raise his hand, you don't.
Yeah.
No, there's no time.
Okay, it's so beautiful. I must say, I really enjoyed myself.
I did too.
Thank
And
you very much. Robert.
before we go, final words for people out there. Final words for girls. Final words for women. Final words for women now in places of power.
Okay.
Because sometimes people believe that when women are in place of power, power intoxicates them. Because you've given them that opportunity to be in that position, so they become so bossy. So, what are your final words, your final hearts to them? So
Okay, as a woman, I'm going to start by saying we're doing good. We're doing brilliantly for the kind of person God has created us to be. Please, women, I would encourage us to be ourselves. Keep doing what
yeah,
we are doing, and don't forget that people are looking up to you. You are role model to a lot of people that you couldn't even imagine you are. So please keep being yourself, keep doing what you do. We love you. I love you.
yes, we love you.
For me, I would say first and foremost, ladies needs to be cautious of their environment, of
Yeah.
people they work with, and also the
Yeah.
way they dress. Because there's a saying that the way you dress,
It's the way you be addressed.
so
yeah.
they need to look into that also. And secondly, even we have some organizations that are feminist or so. Yeah, we need them just to help these ladies to actually pick it at the right place. You don't just have to generalize
Yes.
some like even though we have some bad men,
Yes,
or
yes.
yeah,
The
then
same way there are
still
some bad ladies.
Yeah, there's still some good men out there that are really take care of girls.
Yes,
So
yes.
they need to act right and they need to act responsible to some
Yes.
places. And
Okay.
even ladies in high places, they need to control their emotions.
Yes.
It's normal that they have emotions, but they need to control their emotions to be able to give right verdicts and right things. They need to be able to
Okay.
give right things and be able to say the right words.
Yeah,
So
right words.
yeah, ladies
Because the
are-
right words go a long way.
yeah, ladies are actually precious, and you know it's nice to have a sister also.
Okay,
So,
okay, that is.
yeah.
Can you make the love symbol? Can you do the love symbol?
Oh yeah.
I don't
This-
know.
I think
Okay,
this is it.
can I do that? Okay, this. So let's do that to show that we love you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
doing it quite well, but this is just the way I can do my own.
Okay.
Understand?
We understand.
So we love you so much.
We
so
love you.
We love you so
We love
much.
you.
This is the love symbol for
We
us.
love you.
We love you, the men and the women,
Yeah.
the ladies. We all love you.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for doing that.
Thank
That's
you,
so
Eumufe.
beautiful. Yeah. So once again, thank you for joining us on this show,
Thank
and
you
I'm
for
quite sure
having us.
women, ladies,
Having us.
boys, men, king and queens, they've learned so much from you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is all we can take on today's episode of Coded Daily, and I'm quite sure we've given you that full dosage of happiness which we cannot get from anywhere else. So before I go, I'd like to thank our crew members behind the cameras. Guys, these guys are doing awesome job. Thank you very much for making today a reality, because without you there is no show for us. So thank you. We love you. Coded TV loves you. Thank you very much. So this is all I can take today. I'm quite sure you've enjoyed yourself the way I've enjoyed myself, and my guests too have enjoyed themselves. So I come your way another time. Please make sure you are happy. As a lady, take good care of yourself. Don't be exposed to danger. Don't go to where you regret going to. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. I remain your humble host, Iremofe Kofoworola, a child always clothed in dignity and honor. Let's tell them bye for now. Bye.